Missed my exit on the highway, not because I wasn't paying attention. I just kept driving with the radio low, following a train of thoughts. The gas station by the overpass still has that broken neon sign. I've passed it hundreds of times, but tonight I noticed every light. Maybe I wasn't going anywhere, maybe I just needed more road. So I drove one more exit past home, with nowhere else to be, watching empty lanes stretch ahead, keeping company with me. And somewhere between the next red light and another song I knew, I realized how quiet life gets when it stops revolving around you. The passenger seat held nothing except an old receipt and dust. Funny how much space is left behind when somebody leaves your life. I stopped beside the river bridge, rolled the window halfway down. The city sounded far away, like another town. I wasn't searching for answers, just trying to hear my own thoughts. So I drove one more exit past home, with nowhere else to be, watching empty lanes stretch ahead, keeping company with me. And somewhere between the next red light and another song I knew, I realized how quiet life gets when it stops revolving around you. I think I'm getting used to this, the empty seat, the extra space. Not because it hurts less now, just because it's part of every day. I drove one more exit past home and finally turned around. The same old streets were waiting there, the same familiar town. Nothing changed while I was gone, no revelation came into view, just a little more acceptance for a life that no longer includes you. The engine cooled in the driveway, the porch light painted everything gold, and for the first time in a while, the silence didn't feel so cold. It's almost 2 in the morning. The street outside is quiet now. I passed your name in my contacts and stopped there for a while. There's a conversation buried a few months down the screen. Nothing important in messages, just ordinary things. Funny how the smallest words can outlive bigger ones. And that last blue check mark's still there, like time forgot to move along. Just two little marks beside a sentence about picking up some coffee on your way home. I know it's just a message, I know it's not a sign, but tonight it feels like evidence that you were here once in my life. The neighbor's dog started barking like it always does around 3. I stood there by the window, watching headlights leave the street. I thought about deleting everything, making room for something new. Instead I locked my phone and left. Guess I'm not ready to. Some things fade all by themselves, some things stay a little longer. And that last blue check mark's still there, like time forgot to move along. Just two little marks beside a sentence about picking up some coffee on your way home. I know it's just a message, I know it's not a sign, but tonight it feels like evidence that you were here once in my life. I'm not asking for tomorrow, I'm not wishing for the past, just sitting with a quiet memory that somehow still lasts. That last blue check mark still there, though I hardly read those words. The meaning left a long time ago, but the feeling never quite disappeared. So I'll leave it where it is tonight, and turn the bedroom light down low. Some things don't need an ending to let you know they're gone. Drop my keys into the bowl. The same one by the doorway, where they've always seemed to go. I heated up some leftovers and sat down by the window pane. Without thinking, set 2 glasses out and put one back again. Funny how the smallest things can catch you by surprise. It's the chair across from me that's been saying your name tonight. Not with words, not with memories, just sitting there in the light. I don't talk about you much now. Most days I'm doing fine somehow, but it's the chair across from me that I keep noticing now. Neighbors upstairs laughed for hours. Some old movie on their screen. I couldn't hear the story, just the spaces in between. I scrolled through old photos briefly, then locked my phone away. Some things don't hurt like they used to, they just stay. I guess healing isn't loud. Maybe that's what this is. It's the chair across from me that's been saying your name tonight. Not with words, not with memories, just sitting there in the light. I don't talk about you much now. Most days I'm doing fine somehow, but it's the chair across from me that I keep noticing now. I thought forgetting was the answer. Now I'm not so sure that's true. Maybe some things aren't meant to leave us, they just learn a quieter room. It's the chair across from me and the rain against the glass. Neither one is asking questions, neither one needs an answer back. The city settles after midnight, the shadows stretch across the floor, and the chair across from me feels a little less empty than before. There's a blue mug by the sink, been Been there almost 3 days now. I keep meaning to wash it out, but somehow I just walk around it. The neighbor upstairs is awake again. I can hear footsteps through the ceiling. Funny how I notice every sound now, since you stopped making any here. I ordered too much food tonight, like I still cook for two by habit. Half of it's sitting in the fridge untouched, next to the wine you never finished. I didn't realize loneliness could look this ordinary. It's little things that bring you back, not the big dramatic memories. Just turning to say something, then remembering you're not around. Your side of the closet's still untouched, your books still stacked beside the bed. I thought moving on would feel clearer, but mostly it just feels quieter and harder to explain than that. I saw your birthday on my calendar while setting up next month's bills. For a second I almost texted you, like nothing ever happened. The laundromat was crowded tonight, so I sat out in the car and waited. Watched people carrying warm clothes home to somebody probably waiting for them. I don't cry the way I used to. Now it mostly shows up smaller in pauses during conversations, or standing still too long in doorways. Maybe this is what acceptance is, not peace, just less resistance. It's little things that bring you back, the half second before reality lands, the extra toothbrush in the drawer, the second cup I almost grabbed. People think time fixes everything. Maybe it just softens the edges, 'cause you still cross my mind every day, just quieter than before, like a song fading into another room. I wonder if you still drive past here, or if this place disappeared for you already. Sometimes I hope it did, sometimes I hope it didn't. I don't even know which answer hurts less. So the blue mug stays by the sink tonight, and the TV keeps talking to itself. Outside somebody starts their car, and the sound slowly disappears. I sit here listening to the silence after, like maybe there's something left in it. Like maybe if I stay still long enough, I'll finally stop expecting to hear your keys at the door. There's a load of clothes still spinning. I forgot about an hour ago. The dryer's humming down the hallway, like it's trying to keep me company. I ate dinner standing at the counter. Didn't feel like setting out a plate. Your number's still pinned in my messages, even though we don't talk these days. The neighbor upstairs keeps walking around, same footsteps every night at 10. Funny how I know their routine now better than I know my own again. I never noticed how loud silence gets when nobody breaks it. Now every little thing reminds me how different this place feels. The lamp beside the sofa, the window never fully sealed. I still turn my head sometimes, like you just said my name. Then the room goes still again, and nothing really changes. Guess I'm learning how to live with moments that don't leave. Drove around after work tonight, no real reason, nowhere to go. Past that gas station off Elm Street, where you used to buy those cheap cigarettes. I almost stopped out of habit and laughed to myself at the light. It's strange the things your body remembers long after the heart tries not to. There's a grocery list on the fridge, written in your handwriting. I could throw it away whenever, I just haven't yet. Maybe some things stay around, 'cause letting go feels too official. Now every little thing reminds me how quiet evenings get. The cold side of the hallway, the unpaid parking ticket. I still hear your voice sometimes mixed in with the TV. Not enough to hurt real bad, just enough to keep me awake. Guess I'm learning people leave long before their stuff does. I thought healing would feel bigger somehow, like waking up completely different. But mostly it's small things, like making coffee for one, or not checking my phone every 10 minutes anymore. The dryer finally stopped spinning, now the whole apartment's still. I should probably get some sleep, but I've been saying that for hours. And somewhere between missing you and getting used to this, I think I became somebody who talks less than before. Not sad all the time, just quieter now. I stopped for gas around midnight. Same station off the highway exit. The clerk looked half asleep, didn't even look up when I paid. There was an old song playing low from a radio behind the counter. I stood there too long stirring coffee. I didn't really want to drink. Your number's still near the top. Every time I open my phone, I almost called just to tell you traffic was bad coming home. Funny how habits keep going after the reason for them is gone. These days I miss you in ways that don't sound important, like reaching over in the car when something good comes on, or saving little stories all day with nowhere I thought losing you would feel louder, but mostly it's just this quiet life without you in it. Laundry's been sitting on a chair for almost a whole week now. You used to fold everything early, said it made the place feel settled. I hate standing in the kitchen tonight, scrolling through nothing for an hour. There's a note you wrote on the fridge about buying more bread. I could throw it out anytime, but I keep leaving it there, like maybe some small part of me still likes being reminded. Some memories don't hurt all at once, they just sit beside you a while. These days I miss you in all the ordinary moments, the second cup beside the sink, the way you lock the door twice. Nobody talks about this part, how life keeps moving normally, while one person missing from a room changes everything quietly. I'm not waiting for you anymore, at least I don't think I am. But sometimes I still slow down near your street after work, not to see you, just to remember who I was back then. The drive home felt longer without your voice beside mine.